Welcome to the Michele Roy Show.
Hello and welcome to another Michele Roy Show. I am delighted to have you here. Today's topic is about International Women's Day, which is just ahead of us this weekend. And I think we want to be able to celebrate not only ourselves as women, but also all these beautiful women out there. My friend, thank you for being here with me today. Let's enjoy this time together. So International Women's Day. It's lovely that we have a day to celebrate us. Woohoo! Especially since mothers, women, tend to take so much on. We juggle so much back and forth, everything that we do each and every day, and sometimes that can be taken for granted. So it's great that we have a little time that we can celebrate ourselves and celebrate other wonderful women out there who have paved the way for us and to allow us so much responsibilities and also making us part of this world and say in general in a very good way. Of course, it's not an easy topic to discuss, and I know there's not a lot of inadequacies and all of those things. Let aside, I want to focus on women, us, beautiful souls that are here right now in this earth, and all the amazing qualities that we have, and how the intuition that we have, the beauty that we have, the kindness and that caring and nurturing that most of us as women do have. I think I want to celebrate that with you, my friend. And even if you're listening and you're a man, you can also share this or even listen to some practical tips for you to help other women as well. So, my friends, thank you for being here, for being part of this journey. I know from my past life, let me say, I used to juggle a lot between work, life, family, commitments, friends, and all of those things. And I know it might be easy for women to juggle more than men. I've always thought it was funny, this description about men are for Mars, women are for Venus. And there was one video that I watched and the man was explaining about the little boxes, Men are like little boxes in their brain, how they pick up the information, just goes in one box at a time. It was a visual, it was hilarious. And women are like spaghetti. And I have to say that's so me, because I talk about something and I go to something else and it goes on everywhere. But isn't that just beautiful that we can retain so much different information at the same time and we juggle that? It's just what we are, and that's okay. And that's a beautiful thing we can have. And as we're celebrating Women's Day in this weekend, and just celebrating women in general, I wanted to share a little bit about different things that I've been noticing in my own personal life, and hopefully can help you in whatever you're going through as well, my friend. I was thinking about not only the fact that we have to balance a lot and that nurturing part of women, to care, to tend, to think, to be proactive, to perhaps see challenges that might come ahead and preempt that per se, that's a gift and also can be a challenge. But how do we honor ourselves? How do we put ourselves in a situation where we can feel cared for, loved, appreciated, and most of all, feel seen? Because that's a struggle many, many times. And we want to move away from that part of competitiveness that women are in there just for themselves, and it's a dog-eat-dog world. No, women can also be uplifting. They can be helping each other and progressing together. I'm part of a network here in Ireland and in the National Network Ireland, and we're having a Women's Day conference this weekend, and it's just so beautiful to see how women are supporting each other and encouraging, and the president of this year as well, she's been fantastic, and just promoting that camaraderie. Let's get together, let's help each other to grow. When we grow together, that makes a big, huge difference. It's not just one another to top. And I think that's so important and beautiful to think, because that's the power of women. We're able to form communities. We're able to strengthen communities if we stick together, if we work together on those things. So I think a big shout out to those amazing ladies that are paving the way, and for you too, my friend, and different things that you're doing in your own journey. This last week, I was very fortunate to be doing 2 speaking engagements. So I was in a panel for Cleanest Foundation, and we had talked about resilience and resolve. And it was beautiful to see there's over 200 people there being able to share my story and the impact that it has in the lives of so many people, the challenges that I face, but also the overcoming. And hearing from Sarah Lavin and Declan Hannon as well, his own stories with their sports and, the ups and downs that comes with that. But in that resilience of women, of that tenacity that we have to have, and even stronger to keep going and ensure that our voice is being heard one way or another, and the impact that it has when we do share our voice, when we do share our stories, and how it opens the door for others to feel like, hey, I can also share my story. It's okay. It creates safe grounds for them to do the same. So that's very important. And I'm very grateful as well for the Facial Pain Association to give me an opportunity to do a breakout session. This weekend they had the virtual conference. So it was beautiful to be in a room, let's say, a virtual room with other women, strong women that have been going through so much with chronic pain, especially with facial pain, which I've said it before is one of the worst pain imaginable. And yet they show up. They're still refilling each other, and they refilled me, while I was sharing my story, my book, and the different things that I'm getting to do through this journey and how I'm finding joy. They also encouraged me, thanking me wholeheartedly for doing this work, which is difficult at many times, but it really warms my heart. And I said it then before, like, it really warms my heart to feel that love and support and camaraderie and women supporting women filling the room. And so I celebrate you. I do. And I want to give you 3 takeaways for this short podcast, as always. But my first point for you is to celebrate your journey first. Because as women, we tend to put everybody else first. And we are like in the back of the burner, like back burner. So it's time to flip that script. It's time to really look at ourselves and say, you know what? Let's celebrate the things that we have accomplished. Because oh boy, we are in this journey, and it is a tough journey, especially those of us who face chronic illness or any challenges in our life, any big, huge, moment that has changed the course director of where you thought we were going. Now something completely different. Celebrate that, because we need to acknowledge that we've gone through so much, and what brought us here is that just sheer determination, strength from God, and our tenacity to keep going. So honoring that in ourselves, I think that was where you should start with. So first is really honoring yourself and your journey. And some of the tips that I can give you that's practical now, perhaps just write down, what are 3 things that you've overcome? Even in the last 3 months, we are in March now. So in the beginning of the year, last 2 months, as we are heading into the 3rd month, I'm sure you overcome a lot. I know personally, I've been having a flu/cough/sore throat for the past 3 weeks, and it's been really challenging for me. I was hoping to have my audiobook recorded in this time, and I don't know if you're feeling it, but I find my voice is not the best at the moment, and I had to be okay with that. But I'm celebrating the fact that I can actually sit with that and be okay about it. But in the other side of it, I was still able to do these different events, participate, and share my story. So it's been a give and take. Perhaps not the big thing that I wanted to do, but these small ways that I've contributed and that I've been able to share and be there and actually make a difference as well. So those are big, huge wins for me. So I would love to hear from you. What are these wins for you? What are something that you've done or milestone that you can celebrate? Doesn't matter how big or small. Have you been able to exercise at least 3 times this week, even if it's for 10 minutes? Then celebrate that. Because as we celebrate that, it gives us joy and helps us and our minds to keep moving us forward towards the next thing. So first, celebrate ourselves and give us that credit that we need and deserve. And the next thing, number 2, is speak life into someone else. Speak life into another woman. Somebody that you work with, a family member, or someone that has helped you. Perhaps send them a text or a voice message, or, just saying, thank you so much. You have helped me so much in this, that, or the other. When we stop and think about those people, and show them that gratitude and appreciation, we lift them up. We make them feel seen. We make them feel loved and understood. I feel that way in this group that I had in this breakout session. These women, I was there pouring into them, but they poured into me by the kindness that they showed to me and the words that they shared with me, that how my work has impacted their lives. And that really spoke to me, because it's hard at times, especially when you're basically been in bed most of the time. But you just push yourself to come and sit in front of a camera and a microphone speaking to someone that I hope can benefit from here. And that's what helps me to continue giving my message. So hearing those acknowledgements really feeds me. It helps me to feel nourished, and it's kind of like, doing well, Michele, well done. So do that to someone. Who is a person, a woman in your own personal life that you can uplift today? Even send them a little message or a voice note, or even pick up the phone call. The challenge, isn't it? Something different to do. But it really would mean a lot to them, and I'm sure they'll be able to reach out to you as well. So even if you're a man and you're listening to this, you can reach out to a woman and send her a message and thank her for what she's done. That's one way that you can help as well. And number 3, it's about creating space for ourselves. And what I mean with that, like a lot of time, we're able to put everybody else ahead of ourselves. We can take care of this, that, and the other, but we don't necessarily feel that we need to prioritize ourselves, prioritize rest, prioritize our message, prioritize our being. And this is where I want you to reframe for yourself. Yes, you need to prioritize that for you. You need to create spaces that you can rest and to feel that's okay to just to do nothing. I know how challenging it is, because it is so hard for me to feel like, well, if I'm on a holiday, I can pick up a book and read just not for the sake of reading. But if I'm not, I have to be doing all these other things, and it has to be constructive, whatever it is. So sometimes our mind can take the better part of us. But no, guess what? It's okay for you to just take that time to rest. Today we had a beautiful, warm day here in Ireland, and the sun was out. I went outside with my dog, and Lady just seemed to have, which is my dog, she just wanted to be out there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit here and just feel the sun on my face. It was so beautiful. Just being present, just giving myself that gift of feeling the sun, the warmth of my face, listening to the birds chirping around, seeing the dog, how happy she was outside, and the flowers that are blooming right now. Those things really made me happy. And that's part of rest. It's carving out those little spaces for you to rest, spaces for you to be able to speak your voice as well, speak your truth, your story. Create spaces that you can share, because that way you can lighten other people up as well and their journey and make it easier for them. So I would love to encourage you to do that. And remember, let God continue to speak in your life. And I celebrate you, every single woman out there that's listening to me today. Please do share this with somebody else as well. Do try to take some time to first celebrate yourself, whatever wins you've had, write those down. Then support somebody else, bring them up, let them feel encouraged, loved, and appreciated. And number 3, allow yourself to have a bit of rest. Create spaces of time and share your story. Be on social media, be on podcasts, or any way you want. Poems, writing, however you enjoy. Because when you do that, you also allow other people to feel seen and they can relate to your story. And remember that you are strong. You don't have to prove anything else, my friend. You're already here. You're more than capable. You have a gift and a talent that God has given you. You have a purpose to be right here, and this purpose to be used for others so that you can help. I feel that's the light that we all have to carry and share it as well. Don't hide your light under the bushel. Put it up there so that other people can see God through you, shining through all the challenges and difficulties that you've had. It is that gives us the strength to keep going. So with that, I want to bring it to an end. Happy International Women's Day, my friend. Enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. Celebrate other women. Let's lift each other up. Let's be part of this community. I think it's beautiful to do this together. We're not meant to do it alone. and may God bless and keep you. I will love to hear from you. Before we go, please, please, please do subscribe. Do share this with someone. And please let me know what you think. What are the things that you're celebrating right now? Let me celebrate with you. And remember my book, remember my book. But You Look Just Fine, and you can get it on micheleroys.com and my website. Do connect with me. Facebook, Instagram, so YouTube, TikTok even. I'm even on TikTok now, so that's a new one for me. If you're on those platforms, do connect with me, and I would love to hear from you. Until next week, may God bless and keep you. I'd love to hear from you. Have a beautiful time. Bye for now.
This was the Michele Roy Show.